It's Friday, it's Friday, it's the end of the week and the last day. So what you gonna do what? So what you gonna do what? It's time for math, friends. Time for math. If you're in Miss Finney's class or you're in Miss Kelly's class, you are in the right spot. It's Friday, it's time for math. Let's get right into our materials that we'll need for today. First things first, you will need a piece of paper, you will need a pencil, and you will also need that brain of yours. If you need to pause the video right now to grab your materials, go ahead and pause it right now so that you can grab those things so you're ready to go. Great job. Now that you have your materials, let's get right into our application problem. For our application problem, don't forget you need a math picture with labels, number sentence with labels, statement. All right, if you need Miss Finney to reread the problem, go ahead and rewind that video. All right, friends, get those listening ears on. Hawiwa had 16 toys in her bag. 8 toys fell out of her bag. How many toys does Hawiwa have now? She has toys now. All right, first grade. Now's a great time. Pick that pencil up. Go ahead and start to work. Hit that pause button. When you're all finished, you can hit that play button so you can check your work with mine. Great job, first grade. If you already are finished, keep watching. If you're not done, you know what I'm going to say. Hit that pause button because you're not finished yet. All right, friends, let's get right into our problem. We know our problem was about our good old friend Hawiwa. Hey, Hawiwa. All right, friends, we know that Hawiwa had some toys. Hawiwa had 16 toys, but then something happened to those toys. They were in her bag, and then something happened. Whoa, some of her toys fell out of her bag. To be exact, there were 8 toys that fell out of her bag. And now we have to figure out how many toys that she has in her bag now. So some of them fell out, and now we have to figure out how many does she still have in her bag now. So we're going to start with that number bond. I know that Hawiwa didn't have any more than 16 toys in her bag. So I'm going to start with 16. She had 16 toys in her bag. I put a B to stand for bag. I know that 16 is the most toys that she had, and that's how I know that that's my whole. Now, something happened to those toys. Remember, 8 of those toys fell out of her bag. I'm going to use the label F to stand for fell. I know that 8 toys fell out of her bag. Well, our question's asking us how many toys that she has now. So I'm going to put the label N to stand for now because I want to know how many toys that she has now. All right, let's get right into our tape diagram. I know my whole, so I'm going to start out by drawing that 16. Do you all think you can count that with me? I want to hear you loud and proud. It's Friday. I want to hear you count in a high voice. Are you ready? Let's count that 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Way to go, first grade. All right, friends. Now that we have our 16 toys that were in Hawiwa's bag, I put the B to stand for bag. I also put the number 16 so I know how many toys she had in her bag. Now, I'm going to get into how many toys fell out of her bag. We know that 8 toys fell out of her bag. This time, let's count that in a deep voice. All right, 8 toys that fell out of her bag. Let's count together. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, friends, we know that 8 toys fell out of her bag. Notice Miss Finney put the 8, and I also put the F to stand for fell. Now we need to figure out how many toys that she has now. So we're going to count up to see how many toys that she has now. I'm going to just add my label N for now, and I'm also going to put my mystery box so that I know how many toys she has now. Let's count together. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many toys does she have now? 8 toys are in her bag now. Woo! All right, we can put that 8 also into that number bond, and now we can go and do our number sentence. We know Hawiwa started with 16 toys. 8 of her toys fell out, and now she has 8 toys. Well, if I think about how many toys she started with 16 toys. Because some of her toys fell out, is that 16 going to get bigger or is it going to get smaller? Yeah, it's going to get smaller because some of her toys fell out. She lost them. So the operation that we're going to use is going to be subtraction, because whenever we lose something or give something to someone, we lose it, and that means that we're taking it away. So I'm going to write subtraction. Hawiwa had 16 toys in her bag. 8 of those toys fell out of her bag. Now she has 8 toys left. Whew! I'm glad I used those labels because I could retell that story just using the labels. Labels are so important. Now let's finish up with our statement. She has toys now. How many toys does she have now? Yes, she has 8 toys now. So I'm going to write that in my statement. Whew. That was a lot of hard work. Go ahead and pause the video if you need to check your work. When you're all finished, hit that play button so that we can get right into our learning for today. Great job on your application problem, friends. Let's get right into our learning for today. Today, you guys are going to be adding 2-digit numbers with ones less than 10 by using a different variety of strategies. Wait, this sounds just like what we did yesterday. Well, it is. We are doing some more practice so that we can get better and better at adding 2-digit numbers together. So today, just like yesterday, you guys are going to get to choose whatever strategy you are most comfortable with, and you get to add your numbers based on those strategies. Let's review our strategies from yesterday. I'm back again with another math problem, and I said we were going to review those math strategies that we used yesterday. Yesterday, you guys practiced, and you guys either used some quick tens, some of you used quick tens, some of you also used number bonds, and I know some of you also used counting on to help you as well. Today, you can use any of those strategies again to help you solve your problems. Today, Miss Finney will just be going over quick examples of how you can solve using quick tens and how you can use number bonds to solve. Once I'm finished showing you guys two examples of how you could solve those problems, I'm going to leave the rest of the time to you because you get to choose whatever strategy you want. You can use quick tens, you can use number bonds, counting on, you can use all of those strategies. The most important part is that you guys are understanding how to use those strategies, they make sense to you, and you are getting your answers right and growing that brain so much. So let's get right into our first example using our quick tens. Okay, first grade, I'm going to start off by showing you how I can use quick tens to help me solve my 2-digit number problem, number sentence. All right, I'm going to start with my first number. I have 19. So I'm going to draw out 19 quick tens. All right, 19, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Notice my quick tens is nice and neat. Now I'm going to move on to my next number, which is 13. 10, 11, 12, 13. Whew. Now that I have my quick tens, friends, now I can count it all up. All right. Again, Miss Finney loves to count her tens first. 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. 19 plus 13 equals 32. Now, this is the strategy, quick tens. That's one of the strategies you guys can use to help you solve today. Another strategy we went over yesterday was counting on with your quick tens. So, I have the number 19 here, and I can count on with my tens. 19, 29, 30, 31, 32. That's another way you could have counted that using counting on to help you count that a lot faster. All right, friends, let's get into our last strategy before you guys are going to start some work on your own. Okay, So for our last strategy, we're going to use the number bond. I'm going to put my number bond on my smaller number. On my smaller number. You got it? All right, I have my number bond under my smaller number. Now I'm going to break down my 13 into tens and ones. I know that there is one 10 in 13, and the value of one 10 is 10. I know in the number 13, there's 3 ones, and the value of 3 ones is 3. 10 and 3 make 13. I already used that 13 to break my number apart, so I'm just going to cross that off and say, see you later, 13, because I already broke it down into 2 different numbers in tens and ones. Now, I'm going to add my bigger number to my tens. Add my bigger number to my tens. My bigger number is 19, and I'm going to add that to my 10. Whew. I love adding stuff to 10 because I can add that quickly. 19 plus 10, or 10 more than 19, is 29. Then I'm going to bring that number down. I brought that 29 down, and now I just have one last step to do. I used my 10 and my 19 to add together so I can say, bye 19 and 10. Now, the last thing I need to do is add to my lonely number. Well, where's my lonely number? Is 29 my lonely number? No. 10? No, I already used that. 19? No, I already used that. 13? No, I already used that. 3. 3 is my lonely number. 29 plus 3 equals, I'm going to count on, put the 29 in my head and 3 on my fingers and count on. Count on with me. 29, 30, 31, 32. 29 plus 3 equals 32, which also means that 19 plus 13 also equals 32. This was our number bond way of how you could solve your problem. All right, friends, you all had so many strategies that you guys could try today. Let's go back and refresh and look at those strategies you can use. Whew! Take a look at all of those strategies right there, friends. You can use quick tens, counting on, and you can use number bonds. Today, before we start our problem set, I want you to think of which strategy you want to use. Which strategy do you feel comfortable with? All right, now that you have that strategy in your mind, let's move on into our problem set for today. Right over here, friends, you have your problem set for today. It says solve and show your work. So, we've gone over so many strategies. I'm not going to tell you which strategy to use because you get to choose today whatever strategy you would like to use. You can use quick tens. You can use a number bond, just like I have up here, or you can use counting on. It's up to you today to choose whatever strategy you'd like. When you're all finished with your work at the end of the day, please make sure you take a picture of your work and send it to your homeroom teacher. So either myself, Miss Finney, or send it to Miss Kelly. At the end of the day, once you're done with all of that and you took a picture of it, remember you can send it through email, Remind, or on Seesaw. You all did such an amazing job today. Good luck choosing your strategies, and I can't wait to see your work. See you later, first grade.